Here's why I'm not married.
Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average they just are not good genuine people
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're good
yeah.
to
Can you hear
look
me? Hit
at,
the like
they're good
button.
to work in
Hit the like button.
brothels,
Hit the
they're
like
good to
button.
try to take over a bar, they're good when they're handing you food as like they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. Like it's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
What up, folks? What up? What up? What up? I appreciate you for stopping by. Welcome if you're new. If you're new, let me know something in the comments section. If this the first time you ever heard my voice, let me know something in the live chat. Just say hi, you know? Or if you want to replay, just say what's up. Just discovering your content and whether you liked it or not. So my die-hard supporters, if you want me to stay on 2 hours this good Sunday night, let's meet the $10 live stream goal. If you want me to stay on 2 hours instead of one, that's Cash App and PayPal is pinned to the top of the chat, as well as in the description. Or you could do Super Chat, Super Sticker on Rumble or YouTube. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Other than that, I think it's time to get into this ridiculous fucking nonsense. But before we get in this ridiculous nonsense, I want to talk about the title of the stream. Why most women eventually become bitches. Bitches, if you will. Two main reasons. Most women are slaves to their emotions. Emotions are Satan's favorite tool. People who wear their heart on their sleeves are rarely good people. You know what I mean? Because they move on emotion, not on what's righteous and what's logical and what's the best thing or what's the godly thing. It's what my emotions is telling me to do. Because think about it, we have a lot of negative feelings and emotions throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the year as human beings. It's just human nature. A lot of things bother us. A lot of things make us anxious. We just have a lot of negative feelings all day. So if we're reacting off those negative feelings all day, that's a bad person, right? So even the quote unquote good women, they struggle with this. They really do. And but the good women, they hold it together better than other women, and it's noticeable. Like you one of the good ones. But see, women weren't made to go through the hard times of life for decades and decades and it not have a major impact on their attitude and demeanor and how they're acting. Women just get fucking worn. I mean, men too, but it's worse with women because they're more controlled by emotion. Men can be fed up, worn, tired of life, and still put a smile on, still treat people with respect and decency. Women struggle with it. Just like a lot of women struggle not to make funny faces when they feel a certain way. They struggle to not show their feelings on their face. They're just emotionally reactive. And women just weren't meant to take the brunt of how hard life is for decades and decades without it wearing their personality, emotional state, and respectability down. So that's one side of why most women, even good women, even nice women, they will eventually become bitches. That's one reason. The second reason is because they're just getting old and ugly and fat a lot of times. And they're bothered by that. So they're gonna take it out on the world. She's mad that she's wrinklier. She's mad that she's uglier. She's mad that she's fatter. And it's nobody's fault. I mean, if she wanted to blame somebody, she would have to blame God. So yeah, she's gonna take that out on people. So those are the two main reasons I think why most women, even quote unquote good women, will become bitches at some point. All right, let's get into some ridiculous nonsense. Everybody hit the like button. If you a diehard supporter, drop something in the live chat and let me know you're here rocking with me. Oh, that looked like something I need to go over at some point.
I normally don't talk a lot about relationships.
Let's see what the first dingbat is talking about.
Emotionally unavailable men. You don't keep ending up with emotionally unavailable men because you're missing some sort of red flag. You're looking for them everywhere already.
Okay, before I even let her cook good, and if you don't like a motherfucker stopping videos all the time, you might as well just leave this video now. You're not gonna like my channel. I'll tell you that right now. Before we even get into the video good, ma'am. Nose Ring Chronicles. It's the Nose Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face. Yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Nose Ring Chronicles. So we could start there. But here, I'll say something positive because I'm not a negative guy. Wink, wink. I like your eyes. I think you have pretty eyes. See? I said something nice. But the nose ring or bull ring conversation, or I'm sorry, the nose ring and the big tattoo combination on women, eh, it's always a recipe for disaster. I'm trying to think of. I keep coming up with the phrase like the three T's of terror or the three T's of treachery. Let's see, titanium, tats, and TikToks. I will roll with that for tonight. Titanium, tats, and TikToks. The trifecta of treachery. Let's just continue.
Missing some sort of red flag. You're looking for them everywhere already. And maybe that's actually the problem. Because when your focus is on avoiding the wrong relationship, you're still living from the expectation that the wrong relationship is what's coming. What I'm going to show you today is the one thing that red flag spotting is distracting you from. And once you see it, once that lands, you'll stop attracting red flags anyway. It is
Ma'am, let me stop you here. Let me stop you here, ma'am. You're not. The self awareness is always close to zero with these lovely ladies. It's always close to zero. Look, ma'am, the nose ring and the tats alone are gonna run away wholesome, healthy men. It just is. Nose ring theory almost never fails. So no matter how you switch up your approach, just even the physical is running decent, God fearing men away. I don't understand how you don't get that. But you know what? Let's continue.
lands, you'll stop attracting red flags anyway. It is fascinating to me how some women can spot an emotionally unavailable man in 30 seconds because they're not lacking awareness. They've studied the dating advice, they analyzed the attachment style, they know what red flags to watch out for, they have clarity. But although they have all this awareness, all this clarity, all the knowledge, they still keep ending up in the same relationship dynamics. If spotting red flags and choosing the right man was all that was needed, wouldn't the pattern be gone by now? Now, before anyone misunderstands me, I'm not saying that red flags don't matter. I'm not saying you should bypass or ignore them. And I'm definitely not saying that you should tolerate behavior that doesn't meet your standards. You want an epic love.
You fucked? How fucked up are you, bitch? Are you fucking retarded?
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low.
And I'm definitely not saying that you should tolerate behavior that doesn't meet your standards. You want an epic love, and you shouldn't settle for anything less.
And see, and that's where the retarded meme was earned. I knew it was coming, so I just played the retard clip early. You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. Let's just hear that one more time. I'm sorry. I'm in disbelief. Let's just hear it one more time.
Or ignore them. And I'm definitely not saying that you should tolerate behavior that doesn't meet your standards. You want an epic love, and you shouldn't settle for anything less.
Okay, a standard. Ma'am, you are the low. Yeah, like I'm gonna start here. This is it's shallow, but it's real because we're talking about dating. We're talking about dating, so we got to talk about looks if we're talking about dating. Men are physical. Now, just seeing this woman, let's give her a pass on the tattoo and the nose ring. You look old. And I'm not saying that to insult you, but I'm saying there's something in men's DNA when we walk up and we see clearly just look based on your skin alone, you're in your mid to late 30s, if not early 40s. And we can just look at you and tell. And there's something about that because it's biological. You looking older is to signal to men from a biological standpoint that you're not fertile anymore, or your eggs are on their last leg, so to speak. That's what biology is signaling to us men. Now after I just broke that down, so okay, now we got to factor in the tattoos, the TikToks, and the titanium. You see where I'm going with this? So all this standards, ma'am, you are the low. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying I'm saying it's important to know what you are on the dating market so you can adjust your expectations. If you want success on the dating market, a woman like you, for example. Now, what was that last part? Let's just hear it one more time because I went on a little tangent.
Ignore them. And I'm definitely not saying that you should tolerate behavior that doesn't meet your standards. You want an epic love, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. I know there's a
Epic love, aka Disney delusions. The Disney delusions of diabolical dingbats. The 4Ds, everybody. The Disney delusions of a diabolical dingbat. Now, let me pull something up real quick. Bear with me, folks. If you're new to this channel, bear with me for a half a second. Just bear with me for a half a second, real quick, while I show y'all something. Show y'all something real quick. You know what goes together with Disney delusions of a diabolical dingbat? A QB. Now, what does QB stand for? QB stands for, I'm gonna spell this wrong. Quadruple. I think I'm gonna spell this wrong. I'm gonna tell you what QB stand for. Quad. Is it too deep? Quadruple B's is what a QB stand for. Now, I know what you're asking. What are the quadruple B's? I'll tell you. It's a. Hold up. I think I'm. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I remember right. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is what it's mean. A bitch made bait a bitch boy. A QB. Quadruple B's. I think I got it wrong, but it's something like that. Fuck.
Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, try to take over a bar.
Sorry about that, folks. Salute Lauren. Shout out to Lauren. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, when women with Disney delusions, diabolical dingbats with Disney delusions, usually link up with quadruple B's, bitch made beta bitch boys. And this is a match made in hell. Cause the diabolical delusional dingbat is gonna make the bitch made beta bitch boy life a living hell. But they always seem to attract each other for some reason. But let's get back into it.
Standards. You want an epic love and you shouldn't settle for anything less. I know there's a lot of messaging out there at the moment about dating culture and that you either need to date below your standards for some reason, just
Let's read the comments. See, she's. I kind of want to have a conversation with her now. See, I really do. When women be talking like this, I be wanting to ask them to come on live so we could just chop it up. And not for me to be mean. I wouldn't be mean. We would just have a serious conversation. But she would probably get mad, triggered, and storm off. But the comment says, being a woman is crazy because all you have to do is choose a man at your level. A man on your level will not let you go. You only get into a situationship if you try to date up. That makes total sense to me. So she calls that dating down. He literally said a man on your level. But to a woman, that is dating down because every woman feels like she deserves a man better than her. And it's just not true. Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I mean for this, like the here it goes. The whole idea of a woman being better than a man. It's a flawed concept from the jump. For the most part, every man is gonna be better than most women. And I'm gonna explain it. Or I'm gonna let AD explain it for you. If I can find the damn meme. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm damn sure gonna find it. The patience will be worth it when I do find it, because I haven't played this meme in a long time. And it's so pertinent. It's so pertinent.
This concept of I can do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. The only thing that kept the woman in a league was because she looked cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league. For real. Like on some real shit, not just looking for that 5 minutes, but on some real like on character levels, intellect levels. The man's gonna be the man's out of her league. You don't offer nothing here other than orgasm. That's about all you offer me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant statement, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit. After the orgasm, there's not much benefit, really, to keep one woman around too long.
So I'm glad he just broke that down for me. Most men are going to be out of most women's league. And I'm gonna give you a visual. I'm gonna give you a visual to help you out with this concept. When I was younger, I worked at a pizza shop. Okay, when I was younger, I worked at a pizza shop. Let's just hypothetically say, how can I put this? The years probably don't even match up, but I'm just gonna create a falsehood here, but roll with me. Let's say when Rihanna came out, whatever year that was, let's hypothetically say I was working at a pizza shop. Okay? I was just some dweeb working at a pizza shop. Most people in the world would be like, are you fucking kidding? You can't get Rihanna. You're just some, dweeb working at a pizza shop. Rihanna is way out of your fucking league. Most people on the planet would have said that. If I would have said, I think I can get Rihanna, y'all. You fucking crazy. You smoking crack? Like, no, you can't get Rihanna. You're a fucking dork. You work at a pizza shop. You ain't got no money. You're not 6'3". Like, no chance, buddy. When I was a dweeb working at the pizza shop, when it come to intellect levels and character levels, I was way out of Rihanna's league. See, even when I was a dweeb working at a pizza shop, bars, I was out of her league as a dweeb. Look, the only reason anybody would say Rihanna was ever out of my league is, well, I ain't gonna say the only reason. What up, Lauren? Okay, obviously she got more money than me. So that's okay, I get it. Got more money than me. But women's sexual marketplace ain't based off of money. So we could really just take that off the table. In a sense, right? So the main reason why people would say a prime Rihanna was out of my league is because what she looked like, essentially. Because even if I didn't use Rihanna, I don't even have to use Rihanna. Let's just say it was a pretty ass bitch who looked good as Rihanna or better than Rihanna that worked at the pizza shop with me. Let's just say a 22-year-old badass bitch, banging body, pretty ass face. Most people in the world would say, even though we both working at the pizza shop, oh, she's way out of your league, buddy. Yeah, because let's be real. That badass 22-year-old that work at the pizza shop, it wouldn't be out of place to see a motherfucker in a Lamborghini pulling up to pick her up. And let's just say he wanted her to work for whatever reason, just to show some character. Or let's say she wanted to work. She just wanted something to do all day. Or whatever. She just wanted to work. But nobody would think it was out of place for a rich man in a Lamborghini to pick up that pretty 22-year-old from her pizza job. Yeah, people would be impressed with the Lamborghini, but people wouldn't say, oh, that guy with the Lamborghini is way out of your league. The world would say, that guy in that Lamborghini sure is lucky to have a pretty girl like you, which is absurd when you really, if you pay attention to the meme I just played about men being out of women's league, but let's not go down that path. Look, I don't care how good a bitch look. When it comes to intellect levels and character levels, I'm out of most women's league. I'm out of I'm out of most supermodels league as just regular old RB. And that's not arrogance. It's not cockiness. It's a testament to the shit that most women are lacking, especially pretty women. I don't look at no pretty bitches out of my league. I mean, like I said, looks wise, people could try to make an argument. But when it comes to everything else that really counts, substantive things, no. Supermodels can't fuck with me. I'd be doing the bitch a favor. Whoever the prettiest woman is, whoever the prettiest woman is in the world, if I decide to stick with her for a lifetime and protect and provide and guide her through life, I'm doing that bitch the favor. She ain't doing me the favor. Her looks are gonna fade quickly. Looks fade quickly. Now look, I can get in a car accident, my brain could be working. Okay, then it's a different conversation about value. But long as my brain working, I don't care. No job, pizza job. I'm doing the supermodel bitch the favor. Anyway, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours instead of one, I'm looking at me the $10 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, pinned to the top of the chat, as well as in the description. Or you can do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. I really want to break this young lady down. Because pay attention to what she just said. Let's hear it one more time. Fuck it.
Lot of messaging out there at the moment about dating culture and that you either need to date below your standards for some reason just so that you can meet someone, or it's all this women's empowerment but stay alone.
Okay, she said the messaging, and this is, look, an actual comment I received. So this is her representation of dating down. Being a woman is crazy because all you have to do is choose a man at your level, at your level, at your level. A man on your level, on your level, on your level will not let you go. You only get into a situationship if you try to date up. She heard at your level, on your level as dating down. And I want to be very clear. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, we'll move on. Women look at dating on their level as dating down. Most women feel entitled to a man better than them. And I understand it's in their fucking biology. It's in their biology from the caveman days. And here's the rub. I'm not mad at them for wanting to date a man that's better than them. It makes sense evolutionary biologically. But here's what they don't get. Most of the men that ever tried to holler at you were better than you. Even the short, bald, ugly guy. When it comes to things of substance, intellect levels, character levels, survival skills, men are naturally better than you, bitch. You're just looking at all the wrong metrics. Shallow shit, because you're a shallow dingbat. This is what and I'm not saying this from a hateful place. I don't hate you, sister. I really don't hate you, but sometimes you need to hear this shit aggressive so you can get it through your thick feminist skulls. I want the best for you. I don't even know you. Genuinely, I'm being genuine here, folks. I want the best for this woman. I do. And I want the best for whatever man she would potentially get with. Even though that's a contradiction in itself. But look, besides the point. Let's just continue.
Dating culture and that you either need to date below your standards for some reason just so that you can meet someone, or it's all this women's empowerment but stay alone messaging. We're not doing either here. We're definitely not settling, but what I am saying is this. A lot of women, and maybe you're...
So, okay, that sounds cute. So what are you saying, ma'am? That every woman is guaranteed a man? Essentially, okay, this is what she's saying. We're not settling, and we're not going to be alone for the rest of our lives. So essentially, with that statement in her delusional Disney dingbat diabolical brain, she's saying that she believes that if every woman just holds out and keep their standards high, that every woman is guaranteed this guy. And when women think things like that, it makes men say this.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Doing drugs, stop you living up to your potential. It holds you back.
We have a day of observing everybody on drugs. We have a day of observing everybody on drugs.
We have the ability to be somewhat what you call difficult. It's not difficult. We just have a baseline standard. And if you can't meet that standard, that's okay. A lot of men cannot.
You know what's funny? Women always talk about standards. Men can't meet my standards. Most women can't meet the standard of just being a bare minimum decent human. Can we dive in on that for a minute, folks? Women act like they're beating old Virginia slaves if they gotta cook and clean in their own house they live in. Women feel like they're old Virginia slaves when they gotta cook for their children and clean up in the house that they live in. That's the equivalent of being beaten daily in a fucking dungeon in their mind. They bitch and moan just if a man asks them to be a decent, basic adult human living in a house. Can you clean some shit up from time to time? Maybe make some food from time to time? The oppression, the patriarchy. You can't even meet the standard of a basic, decent fucking human. Don't talk to me about standards. Women complain about the fact that men want them to stay fit. Why can't I just be a fat ass slob? You're a patriarch, an oppressive patriarch, because you don't want me to be a fat ass Jabba the Hutt. What about that standard? See, no standards apply to women. They can get fat, they can get bitchy, mean, don't gotta cook and clean, and we're supposed to accept all that low value bullshit. But we gotta meet Superman standards. Fuck you. And I'm not talking to this sister because I don't hate her and I don't hate any of these dingbats. But I'm just saying, fuck you to the concept, you know? Oh, let's continue.
Messaging. We're not doing either here. We're definitely not settling, but what I am saying is this. A lot of women, and maybe you're one of them, have become experts at analyzing men. And that makes sense because after enough disappointment, after enough time spent in the same repetitive cycle in your dating and relationship life, it feels safer to study his behavior, to study the man, to study dating culture, than to address your own internal reality and your own identity. So let's dive deeper. Let's talk about why spotting red flags still isn't changing your relationships and what you can do differently. So first things first, let's just admit it, you have turned dating into a bit of a strategy. Not intentionally, because for many women this starts super innocently. And I have absolutely been there when I was feeling very alone in my life and I felt like I am never going to be chosen. And I couldn't figure out why, because I knew I was worthy. I knew I deserved this.
Why? Why did you know you were worthy? And why did you know you deserved this? Do you know what the word deserve means? Something you worked for or earned. But women are naturally entitled. It's in their fucking blood. And it's sick. And it's why a lot of women are horrible people in relationships. They're naturally unappreciative. Everything you do, well, that's what you were supposed to do as a man. She just knew she deserved it. That's why you ain't getting it, because you don't think you gotta do shit to get anything from a man. And that's what make you a shitty human. And like attracts like. You don't want to hear that though.
Never gonna be chosen. And I couldn't figure out why, because I knew I was worthy. I knew I deserved this. I wasn't insecure. I didn't lack confidence. But I kept repeating the same patterns. I kept meeting the same type of men, no matter what I did. And I tried to figure it out. I tried different ways of dating. I tried to write a list and get really clear on what I want. I tried all the things because maybe you'll resonate with this. I'm the type of person, I like having a step-by-step plan. I like to know exactly what to do so that I can be 100% certain once I take these steps, everything is going to work out.
Life don't work like that, hun. I don't know if you realized it yet, but life don't work that way. And you know what? Take a little peek at something.
Person, I like having a
Look at that arm, folks. Think about all the trauma that comes with all those tattoos. It gets worse.
step-by-step
I'm trying to see if I can
plan.
pause it at a better
I like
spot.
to know exactly what to do so that I can be 100% certain once I take.
Are you surprised she has the serpent tattooed on her forearm? Yeah, it's Satan's calling card. I mean, I'm not shocked, folks. Wouldn't be surprised if she's a witch. And I think she got a tattoo on her fucking hand. I don't need to go any further. Let's move on. Let's just move on.
So I've been in.
Before we start with that tonight's conversation clip, I gotta get something to eat.
Alicia, how you doing?
So we're gonna play this, and y'all could type some shit in the comments so I can get caught up with what the fuck she talking about.
Oh, you're muted. You got to take that line through the mic at the bottom of your screen. There you go. How you doing?
I'm well. I really enjoyed hearing. I honestly haven't read your book, and I'm just kind of being introduced to your channel. So I can definitely appreciate your approach and how you handled, the whole locking down women. I think that was really nice of you to say.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Absolutely. I 100% agree that when, at least for me, when I'm in a relationship, it's that person and no one else. And I think that that's a good thing and a bad thing. I think that it gets to the point where you're like, I don't realize that there's other people out there. And then if it ends, then, you're kind of in this, like, not in an obsessive state, but you're like, now it almost feels wrong to think about somebody else in that manner, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not something that you want to enforce on a woman. I mean, if a guy's ever tried to set boundaries around you, it's generally uncomfortable for women is what I find. It needs to be a choice, right? It's like, okay, look, like one of the things that I encourage guys to set a boundary around is don't deal with women that keep guys from their past around, right? So if you dated somebody for a period of time, obviously you're intimate with them. I'm not good with my girl going out to lunch with, Fred or whatever. It's like, look, it's as simple as I don't take women seriously that behave like that. Like I can't be in a relationship with somebody that does that. So if you do that, then that's your choice. You can kind of go. So it's not an enforced boundary. It's like a choice that you have to make. So it's a careful dance that you have to walk. And I think a lot of guys struggle with it because they have a lot of social anxiety around women. They're not particularly calibrated well. It's a bit of an issue. Did you have a question or did you want to challenge me on something tonight? Like, what did you want to chop up on this show?
No, I just kind of ran across, I think it's Muff, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just crossed paths, and I just kind of wanted to tune in.
Are you single? Are you in a relationship right now? Like, what's your story?
I'm single. I have not recently, but in the last year, gotten out of a 6-year relationship.
Okay.
It ended pretty badly. So, kind of like what we're talking about, I was all in, I was invested, exes were blocked, didn't have guys on social media, didn't go out on the weekends.
Mhm.
I kind of sheltered myself to be this, not introvert, but I guess that's what you would call it. I went to the gym, I did the groceries, I cleaned the house, I managed it all, and
Mhm.
kind of put him first, put him through his version of school while we had both been out of undergrad. And when it was his turn, he backed out.
His turn
So
to
to kind of take over. So we were together
Okay.
for almost 6 years. In September, one of his coworkers had reached out to me and was like trying to hit on me. And at first I thought it was like a joke because it was like his best friend.
Mhm.
And I was like, that's really inappropriate. Like I will be telling my ex. And he was like, well, your ex is cheating on you with his partner.
With
So
his business partner?
they're in law enforcement.
Oh, okay. So they're cops. Got it.
Right. So, I had invested 6 years. We had just been in contact with a mortgage broker. We were going to get a
Mhm.
second dog. We had a house together. We had it all together, right? Things weren't great. Things were really bad. He could never make up his mind. There was a lot of red flags, but I was invested, right? Like I was doing it. I always accepted the apology. I always looked at him first. He was
Mhm.
like the alpha, that kind of like structure. And I was just there like to put it all into place, to be that homemaker, to be that like
Mhm.
feminine figure. So while I agree with like the being with one person and being like invested in them, and for me, I like to be in my feminine. I feel like I don't know. I guess I'm kind of confused at like at what point does the man back out on that? Like if you're all invested, like I'm doing everything I can. Like I considered myself to be attractive. I considered myself to be in fitness.
Was he invested in this partner of his? Like they would go out and date, they would see each other, beyond just work?
Not to my knowledge. He was always home if he wasn't at work. I knew his schedule.
Mhm.
Um,
Was she in a relationship too?
she was engaged, and they
She
had
was
just
engaged. Okay.
had a baby. Yeah.
Oh, and they
So
just had a baby.
yeah, so he didn't meet her until April of 2022,
Mhm.
and he kept coming home to me and being like, "I do not like her. I don't feel safe working with her. She always."
But he's banging her though.
I don't know. I see. I was just told by his close friend, his male close friend.
Who was trying to fuck you, idiot? Please don't tell me this. Look, I just walked in, but please don't tell me she threw away her life and her man because some nigga who was trying to fuck her could have lied to her and told her, yeah, your man's fucking his partner anyway. Niggas is so bitch made. The things men will do over pussy is pathetic. I can honestly say I don't think I ever did no sucking shit over pussy. I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect. I'm sure I did some bullshit at some point in my life. You know what my outro is. I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. um, I- I'm trying to think. Have I ever dirty macked? Maybe I have dirty macked before. I don't know. Maybe I have. I mean, not like my friend, but just some random nigga I didn't know. Maybe when I was much, much, much younger, like a kid. Not a kid, but you know what? Maybe a teenager or something. Some stupid shit. Before I knew better, my brain wasn't fully developed. But yeah, I damn even back then I wouldn't have lied and say, "Oh yeah, my best friend is cheating on you with his partner, so I could fuck you." That's crazy, man. Dudes is pathetic when it come to pussy hole. A lot of men are pathetic when it come to that.
Always,
But he's banging her though.
I don't know. I see. I was just told by his close friend, his male close friend,
Mhm.
who I had, been around, been out with, that he was cheating on me with the coworker. So I
Mhm.
had got suspicions, and I had started asking questions. And I had looked through his phone. He handed it to me. I looked through his phone. I didn't see anything. I had checked his Apple Watch when he wasn't looking.
Mhm.
It had put me in this crazy mindset. And so one day he's in the shower and he's playing music, and I hear it stop for like a little second. And it's like a thing when you take a picture on Snapchat,
Mhm.
it stops the music for one brief second. So I kind of like move the curtain, and I'm like, "What? Who are you taking pictures for in the?"
And this is what run men off. I don't know if he was cheating or wasn't cheating, but nobody wants to really deal with that. let's just say he wasn't cheating. I don't know if he was or was. It doesn't even matter. Like, who wants to constantly get accused of cheating or your music? I couldn't be with a woman like that. Because my music stopped for a half second. You pulling the curtain back. Why'd the music stop? You cheating on me? Like, fuck out of my life, bitch. Let's watch a little bit more and see what happened, and then we'll move on.
Shower. And he's like, get out, you're crazy. Like, doesn't say anything, just calls me crazy, which was a common theme for him, for me, when I asked a question. And
No, you're crazy. That was obsessive. Like, let's just be honest. If I gotta do that with a bitch, we ain't meant to be. If I gotta, if I'm so suspicious where I'm hopping out the shower or pulling the curtain back on the shower, your music stopped for 10 seconds. Did you snap a picture? What'd you snap a picture of? By the time I gotta do all that, I'd just rather be by myself. Like, I can look at your face on the pause screen right now. You are crazy. You're fucking nuts. Well, most women are.
yeah, so I had been like, okay, like, who are we Snapchatting? Like, what's going on? He's like, get out. So he walks the dog back in. Then I come to find out he's like, it's just my coworker. I'm like, okay, like, why are we Snapchatting coworkers? Just my coworker. Let me Snapchat my coworkers in the shower. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And so I figure that out, and then he cuts it off right there. There's no explanation. The next couple of days,
Ends it with you or ends it with her?
Ends it with me.
Okay.
Like, cold turkey. We were literally in the middle of about to buy a mortgage 3 days before. We had just renewed our 15-month lease on our townhouse.
That nigga got big nuts. See, and that's the energy men should just have. Because this, let's be real. Her snapping on him about the music stopping for 10 seconds. Or maybe it was his coworker. Maybe his male coworker. It's not necessarily his female coworker. See, this is the okay, I'll say this. When you got kids, it's a little rough. I get it. You want to keep the family together for the kids. You love the kid more than you love yourself. You love the kid more than you love your own peace. You love the kid more than life itself. Like, I put up with, so men will put up with a little bit of anything to keep their family together and do what's best for their kid. Honorable. Even bad men I know do shit like that. Oh, so shout out to Lauren, but I'll get to that donation. Everybody shout out Lauren. She donated $5. We only need $5 more to guarantee a 2-hour stream. But so I get it when you got a kid with a bitch putting up with some bullshit. I get it. But if you don't got a kid with a bitch and she tripping for 3 months, or not even 3 months, but you know what I'm saying, if she just start tripping too hard consistently, bitch, get out. We done. Men need them type of nuts. I wish most men had those type of nuts. If the bitch start tripping too much, just cut the bitch. See, that's a man who know he can get another bitch. And that's what stopped other men. Most men, let's be honest, most men don't feel like they can get another bitch within, 6 weeks. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's true that most men can't get another bitch within 6 weeks. But better to just be alone for the rest of your life than dealing with this nutty bitch. I ain't calling her a bitch. I don't hate her. I'm calling the demon within her a bitch. Like, that's how you fucking do it, fellas. This bitch been tripping for 6 weeks. Man, get out. We done. That's how the fuck you do it. Y'all don't got no kids together. Y'all ain't married. Get the fuck out. We finished. You ain't got to say it like that, but you get what I'm trying to say. Nah, you know what? I'm cool on you. God bless you. I don't want to be, but well, let me give you a little tip. You got to be careful how you do it because these bitches crazy. They'll murder you. They'll key your car. You got to be careful with how you do it. You got to be careful with how you fucking do it. Very careful. So let me give you a little advice. Okay, we met the $10 goal. Divine Photos just donated the other $5. We're staying on 2 hours for sure. Um, Let me see where we're at for the week. All right, we at $34. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Anybody want to donate $1 via Cash App? It's greatly appreciated. Let's make it even. If anybody want to donate $1 to the Cash App to make this week's Cash App total be 35 instead of 34. All right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, let me give y'all some advice on how to break up with a crazy bitch. Not like he did it. He did it wrong. That could have went left. So let me take a bite of food and we'll break it down. Let me play it a little bit and then I'll tell you how to break up with a bitch. Because she could have snapped and killed him.
And it was me. Like cold turkey, we were literally in the middle of about to buy a mortgage 3 days before. We had just renewed our 15-month lease on our townhouse we had. We were about to buy something. Like I said,
were you guys talking about having kids, like a family?
Well, that's where it gets a little juicy. So I wanted kids. I really wanted kids. I invested 6 years. I mean, I'm only 25, but at the same time, like, you know, I wanted it, right? I was like, this is the man for me. I'm loyal. This is all I want.
It's beyond me why women try to wait into their 30s and 40s. It's just nuts. But carry on.
Yeah, I really wanted kids. Like I was 2 years out from graduating grad school. You know, I was going to practice for a little bit and then, you know, have the kids. And I was going to be my own boss. I was going to be able to take care of my things, do what I wanted. So I was set. He was like, I don't want kids. I don't know if I believe in marriage. I don't want to be tied down. Well, lo and behold, things get a little toxic when the breakup happens. He starts popping out of the house, doing things. So I move out a couple weeks later. I left all my furniture. My name's on everything. Everything's financed through my credit. You know, I left.
Yeah, he could do what the fuck he want to do. The relationship over. Get your shit and get out as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm dating now, bitches. I told you it was over. We're done. When you was tripping on him in the shower, he said, yeah, we're done. We're finished. We're broke up. You ain't got to get out today, but start working your way out. He could do what the fuck he want at that point. I'm going to let a little bit play more. I'm going to eat a little bit, and I'm going to tell you how you break up with a bitch so you don't get killed and don't get your car bombed.
At all. And my name was supposed to be taken off. Turns out it wasn't. So come to find out, it's confirmed in December. I found out on Christmas Eve that they're actually together, that she was like living in my house. They were like raising her baby together.
Oh no. So he even cucked himself. What a dummy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with her and the fiance. I don't know.
Never mind. I thought he had big nuts. He did all that gangster shit just to cuck himself. And I don't know if I want kids. So I'm gonna go move in with a bitch who did her ex dirty to go take care of his kid. You stupid bitch, fuck boy. Oh my oh my god. Oh my gosh.
As soon as something doesn't smell right, man, cut that shit off. And see, guys like that, like that situation, like I said, that's watching guys go through that. My instinct usually is just to laugh at them. But now, if I became like friends with them beforehand, I didn't know they was like that. Like I feel my testosterone drop hanging around the motherfucker, and I really don't want to be around him no more. Like, because it starts fucking with it starts fucking with me on an internal level. Like, well, maybe I should deal with a dumb bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my internal level, I start to sympathize with the pussy shit. Like, maybe I should put up with a retarded hoe. Maybe that is what's supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be that, man. If something don't smell right with a bitch, bounce on her. Just take your ball and go the fuck home.
So, real quick. This is how you break up with a bitch. First off, you do it real calm. And ideally, see, this is why, man, it's rough living with a bitch. See, this is why you don't live with a bitch. See, because if you didn't live with her, this is where you just change the locks when she leave. And well, let me take that back. I wouldn't do that. The point that I'm trying to make is, you break up with the bitch real calm, cool, collected, and you try to minimize contact with her. After you break up with her, you try to minimize her having access to your shit when you're not around. You got to be careful when you break up with these nut jobs. But yeah, this dude's a complete cuck. I thought he was gangster, but he's a bitch made beta boy sim.
In a situationship. So I've been in a situationship for 23 years.
Shout out to my VIPs up front, man.
So I've been in a situationship for 23 years.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Craig. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Shout out to Puppy. He donated 10 somethings. Thank you, Puppy, for donating 10 somethings. I really appreciate you, my good brother.
What kind of shit is that?
Yes! Yes! Wow! Congratulations!
Situationship title is just to make women feel better. I've been getting fucked by a guy who doesn't care about me for 23 years. That's the dumb bitchinese translation.
What you mean to say is all the niggas you up with ain't
Shut.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
nasty bitch.
Like what? What?
Gosh, you're sick.
And I don't know why the bitches in there is groaning and moaning. Because most of the black women in there then spent probably 23 years in total in situationships. So I don't know why bitches moaning and groaning. I'm going to be honest with you. Most black women, and probably maybe most women, period, would rather be in situationships with tall, handsome, charismatic men who trick money on them from time to time than be in a stable, healthy marriage where they cook, clean, and be a good person and raise kids and be a good wife. Most women, I think, prefer a 23-year situationship. But that's a whole nother conversation. But, man, first off, you're too fucking old to be showing your fat midsection. Cover your fucking fat belly. And I'm not saying it to be mean, but there's no reason your fat belly needs to be sticking out under your shirt. That's a fucking offensive. It's annoying and it's childish and it's not classy.
Right now, I'm single, and he's still in his relationship with a person that he did have a child with, and she just had a baby, y'all. Don't judge me.
He in a relationship and you still having conversations with him?
It's just,
That's her. That's her. That's her. Somebody is with her man, Kitty.
I don't know.
When the last time y'all had sex?
2 weeks ago.
You know what? Let's do the breakdown real quick, because I'm going to give it to you raw as a woman.
Okay, I'm listening.
23 years, he's had relationships, but not with you. 23 years, he started a family, but not with you.
Right.
Now he's in a relationship with another woman that he doesn't want to leave, and that other woman is not you. For 23 years, he's consistently not chosen you.
Damn, bitch, how old are you? You don't look that old. How the fuck you been in a situation for 23 years? I mean, a bitch only looked 30 max. Fuck you in a situation when you was 7? Black women are down bad.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Why does that not surprise me?
They lay down, they spray down, but they don't stay around.
Funky dog head, bitch. How dare you talk about motherfucker? Back off, bitch. Before
For 23 years, he's consistently not chosen you.
Right.
And he's liking someone enough now to go, you know what? I met somebody that I might want to choose. I met somebody that I might want to be with and build with. And I have this unhealthy attachment to you. So sexually, I'll come and dump on you when I feel like it. But I ain't leaving what I got over here and what I'm potentially building with her.
Right.
Because you have this attachment to him, you're like, but what about me? And for 23 years, you think you have this deep bond that has been sex. A man could you all day and have no love for you.
Right, yeah.
You're not his girlfriend. You're not his wifey. You're not the fiance. You're none of the things. You are the girl that he is in secret that nobody else can know about.
Right.
And with the smile on your face is where the vitriol is coming from, because as a woman, how can you do that to another woman? How do you look at yourself in the mirror as a woman and go, I'm okay with hurting another woman like that by sleeping with the person she's in a relationship with?
I mean, it's been done to me before.
So that's your trauma speaking.
Whoa,
That's your trauma speaking right there.
Did you say it's been done to you before?
Yeah, I mean, it has been done to me before.
So that justifies your behavior?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and I'm not saying that.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yes, you is saying that.
What I see is a woman who is desperate to be chosen. You are willing to accept low quality for the sense of just some type of intimacy. It don't matter, regardless of what you.
How dumb do you gotta be to come up here and think they was gonna say some positive shit? A lot of women are fucking stupid. You thought you was about to come up here in front of everybody and they was gonna say positive things about this? This shows the lack of self-awareness. It's the same lack of self-awareness that make women willingly come up to the Kendra G. Call-In show. Like,
There's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
How ghetto is that? Very.
Women like this need to just be carted off to Mars. Put them in an oxygen bubble on Mars and just forget they exist.
She's brainwashed, dumbed down, emotional, and has no clue as to what she's talking about.
By the time you say hi, Kendra, your life is done. By the time you even thought, maybe I should go on Kendra, you done as a woman. It's over. Especially as a woman. By the time you have made it to the Kendra call-in show, that should be the immediate red flag that you are at rock bottom. All right, you are officially at rock bottom. Prince Charming is for young, youthful, pretty bitches who know how to be submissive. That's not for you.
Okay, I know how to fix the echo. It's gonna take some while. It's gonna take some time, but I'm working on it. I'm working on fixing the echo. I know how to fix it. Um, Here I got one more meme to play, and we'll continue. Let me make sure it doesn't echo. I'm gonna prove that I know how to fix the echo for those who think I'm bullshitting. All right, it might already be fixed. This one.
She has just destroyed damaged goods, and there is nothing a man can do. And she could do one of two things: one, die alone, or two, she can marry a man and resent him for the rest of her life that she has to be stuck with him. Those are the only two ways out.
Yeah, another black girl lost. Another black woman that's irreversibly damaged. There's no coming back from this. And it's crazy because, like I said, she looks young. Like at the oldest, I mean, she looked like she's in her 20s. She looked like she's 20, like 25, maybe 26. And she talking about she been in the fucking a situationship for 23 years. Man, seriously, how old are you, man? This is the best looking 43-year-old I've ever saw in my life. You remember when I said black women are just awkward? Like another bitch hair on top of their head, a fat gut poking out of a belly shirt, and a Gucci purse to top off the dysfunction with luxury. Like, do you see how awkward that is? Like, this is what I mean when I say black women are awkward as fuck.
I see as a woman who is desperate to be chosen. You are willing to accept low quality for the sense of just some type of intimacy. It don't matter. Regardless of what you are dealing with right now, that is low quality. And he is showing you just how much value he sees in you. You low quality too. And that's what he sees in you. But you're allowing yourself to be that. They always gonna go for the cheapest offer. Everybody likes a good sale. Make yourself expensive.
But see, that's that's when we see, and that's where, see, look. So now after 23 years of being a pop and drop for a nigga who had other bitches and families and shit and still staying, now after all that, you should raise your standard, right? See, that's where
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low.
Green flags. The green flags in women. What better quality women look like? Okay, so you can only identify these things once you've been run through the grinder in every way to Sunday sort of thing. So pay attention, okay? Some of these green flags, by the way, are going to be the polar opposite of the red flags. Like I talk about why you want to stay away from women with daddy issues in the book and why that's a problem. A green flag is you want a woman that's got a good relationship with her father. If her father's around and she has a relationship with him, is it a good one? Does she communicate with a guy on a regular basis? Do they hang out? Do they have dinner together every once in a while? Does she speak highly of him? Does she speak?
Okay, let's take it slow. I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna try to get through this video. I'm gonna try to get through this video fast, even though it's 28 minutes. So okay, green flags in women. I could have made. Maybe I should make this a separate stream. You know what? I think I will. I'm gonna make this a separate stream. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hi, welcome
Sorry.
in. Hi. I was not ready.
What in God's green earth? Look at Ashley's face, everybody.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
Welcome in, Lola. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, what brings you up, Lola?
Oh, well, I know before you read me for all my tattoos, let me explain myself.
But I wasn't, here's the thing, hold on, Lola, before we move
I've
forward.
seen some of your stuff before, that's why I'm like, I'm scared.
No, let me, hold on. This is very important for me to say.
Yes.
I'm not here to read you guys. I'm only here to answer the question you asked me. So even if it has to do with, I like cotton candy versus chicken, that has nothing to do with tattoos. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, even because I did not to look at the comments, but somebody said, did she just get out of jail? So it's just things like that.
Well, no, but you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at that. Because what else? This whole thing, don't judge. That's fucking stupid. We humans and we're gonna judge until this bitch, till the lights get cut off on this bitch. Till the lights get cut off on the globe. Till the asteroid hit, we gonna be judgmental as bitch. As a bitch. Bars. So this whole thing about don't judge me is fucking stupid. Human beings are gonna judge other human beings until the end of days. So you already discrediting yourself by even trying to say some shit. Don't judge. I got tattoos all on my face and chest and arms and shit. Don't judge me. That's fucking stupid in itself.
Okay. I mean, even because I did not to look at the comments, but somebody said, did she just get out of jail? So it's just things like that.
Ignore them, Lola.
Okay.
Ignore them.
Here's the thing. Yes, I've had a very difficult life. Yes, I come from that lifestyle, but I'm gonna be 45 in August. On my platform,
Bitch, you better not ask how to level up. And I'm not calling you bitch. I'm calling the devil within a bitch. You better not ask how to level up and get a man with money. That shit is dead.
Ignore them, Lola.
Okay.
Ignore them.
Here's the thing. Yes, I've had a very difficult life. Yes, I come from that lifestyle, but I'm gonna be 45 in August. On my platform, I actually help women heal from trauma, from spiritually, mentally, emotionally.
When you take advice from a woman, literally do the complete opposite of whatever she says. When you take advice from a woman, literally do the complete opposite of whatever she says.
But I'm gonna be 45 in August. On my platform, I actually help women heal from trauma, from spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So that's
I hope this camera will keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep going.
true. This doesn't make sense.
in August. On my platform, I actually help women heal from trauma, from spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So that's what I do. I'm a spiritual mentor, spiritual healer. And I've done a lot of healing in myself. But my issue now is because of my appearance and because I can be a little rough around the edges, and I tend to get the men that are very lustful, very, oh, she looks like a good time, she looks like the sex appeal, whatever it is. So I've lost a lot of weight. I was almost 300 pounds, and
Why does that not surprise me?
They lay down these spray down, but they don't stay around.
so right now I'm about 223. I'm still losing weight. I just had an arm lift done. But my thing is like, how do I get more softer to be able to be like, that's not who I am, or that's not the way I want people to view me or men to view me when I do go out and date? Because I tend to get like I attract men everywhere, but it's always the ones that are just short term or ones that are just playing around.
Ma'am, look, is she serious right now? And maybe she did heal. I wouldn't bet my life on it. Look, I don't have a hell to send her to. I couldn't advise any man to fuck with her, even as a one night stand. I don't want to share an elevator with a bitch with a tattoo on her face, let alone just a regular room with her, invite her over to my place or go over to her place. I'm gonna be honest, baby. See, it's over. But I want to clear something up. She got men in her inbox who would take her serious. It's just not the men she want. But oh well. If you want companionship, you got to get with a dude you don't really want, because you are a low value option on the dating market, and there's nothing you could do. Yeah, the weight is part of it, the tattoos is part of it, and you're aggressive and rough around the edges. That's a part of it. You're a one, as far as all things considered. I'm not even talking about you being ugly or even fat. Who you are just overall as a person makes you a one on the dating market. So accept a nice, sweet one who also rough around the edges or ugly or short or broke, and you make it work if it's genuinely about companionship. Other than that, man, get a cat, get a dog, volunteer down at the soup kitchen. This shit you could do.
or that's not the way I want people to view me or men to view me when I do go out and date. Because I tend to get like I attract men everywhere, but it's always the ones that are just short term or ones that are just playing around or, things like that. And tattoo removal is not an option because I'm covered head to toe. Okay. My whole
Can we
face.
at least remove the ones on your face? What about some on your face? Can we remove those?
I mean, essentially, no. Because those that's crazy. So from what I've seen of tattoo removals, you can still see the tattoo. Look, I'm about to just look up some. Let me hold on. I don't want no crazy shit to pop up, so I'm gonna go on the be right back screen, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull up some tattoos that got removed.
You don't offer nothing here other than an orgasm. That's about all you offer for me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant headache, nightmare, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit after the orgasm. There's not much benefit, really, to keep one woman around too long.
I'm trying to find that. I gotta find that meme later. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm gonna show y'all the tattoo. Now, back when I used to look at tattoo removals, I'm gonna show y'all too, because I don't think nothing too crazy on the screen. And while I'm here, let me move this up. Okay. Now, back when I used to see this shit, yeah, like something like this. Like it's basically still a tattoo there. After 3 treatments, I mean, yeah, that shit basically still there. But maybe this was 90s shit. But then I pulled up another picture. I don't know if it's AI or not. It could be a scam and it's AI or some shit. But then I pulled up some other shit. Now, if they could do if they could do some shit like this, okay, then it's worth it. If you can go from this to that, then okay. So I don't know.
And tattoo removal is not an option because I'm covered head to toe. Okay, my whole
Can we
face.
at least remove the ones on your face? What about some on your face? Can we remove those?
I probably could, but I mean, I did do some removals like on my hands and stuff like that, but the pain is a lot. It's
What
a
about
lot.
dating another guy who also has tattoos? Do you go to places where men who have tattoos hang out?
I've tried that too, but I think even with that, I mean, I've attracted men that don't look anything like me. Businessmen, men that have money, men that, you know.
For sex. The businessmen aren't taking you to the to the Met Gala or whatever the fuck, or to the business meeting, to the business closing or whatever the fuck. They're not taking you to that, honey. And look, you might not even be a bad person, even though, look, I'm not banking on it. I wouldn't bring you around any of my family or anything, but let's just say you're not a bad person. It's just, baby, you should have really thought about this. You've made a lifetime commitment to this. Life got consequences, baby. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
I mean, I've attracted men that don't look anything like me. Businessmen, men that have money, men that, you know, middle class, upper class, whatever. It's still always like when they see me. For instance, I was in New York this weekend, and the lady behind the register had a little attitude, so my little Chicago came out, and a guy behind me was like, "Where are you from?" That's what he was attracted to, because I gave a little, you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, that's toxic right there. Like, because the fact that you didn't talk to me until I had a little, you know, attitude was kind of like, so that's what I'm attracting, is the ones that like the bad girl, the one that like the
what are
girl
you
that.
wearing?
But you are a bad girl. You just proved it again. You are your tattoos. You are that. Like, okay, do I think people are their tattoos? I mean, look, maybe sometimes not. But usually, yes, people are their tattoos. It meant something. You got all those tattoos for a reason. You didn't get all those tattoos on your face and shit to come across like a pleasant Jesuit, like, oh, I'm sorry, like a pleasant Southern belle, a traditional conservative pleasant Southern belle. You didn't get tattoos on your face for that perception. The same thing with dudes who get tats all in their face. You didn't get tats all on your face so people could see you as a wholesome, loving, kind man. What the fuck?
Like, because the fact that you didn't talk to me until I had a little, you know, attitude was kind of like, so that's what I'm attracting, is the ones that like the bad girl, the one that like the
What
girl
are you
that.
wearing out? Give me an example of the outfit. Is this something you will wear out today, Lola? Can I
No,
see
no,
you?
no, no, no. I'm just in the house. I have my granddaughter, my grandma. Mostly when I go out, it is.
I'm gonna be real, bro. And see, this is a good teaching moment. You need to get to know the family before you make it official with a woman. You need to get her to know her family damn near just as much as you get to know her. If this is the woman you thinking about having kids with and starting a family, I wouldn't deal with a bitch if this was her mama. Flat out. She could be the sweetest, rarest unicorn good woman ever. I'm not going forward if this her mother, because my kids ain't going around this bitch. So it's a deal breaker. Get to know the family, bro. You're marrying the family. You're getting in a relationship with the family too. Plan on having kids and building a life with this woman. You need to know her fucking family deeply. Really get to know the mama and the daddy, and get to know everybody else who's gonna be in the immediate circle. So if that's brothers and sisters, you need to really get the scoop on their ass and be around them as much as possible before you really get serious with this woman. Because this is gonna be your future's kids' relatives.
Give me an example of the outfit. Is this something you will wear out today, Lola? Can I
No,
see
no,
you?
no, no, no. I'm just in the house. I have my granddaughter, my grandma. Mostly when I go out, it is edgy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always in all black. I do a lot of all black.
She's a waste of fucking space, dude. She might be good to come down her throat, something like that. And after that, she's fucking in the dating market. She's done.
Let's just get it out the way now. Let's cut off all the echoes for all the AD memes that I moved to the top this morning. Let's get it out the way. So at least we don't got to worry about AD echoing anymore. I'm cutting off all the AD echoes. Let's just get it out the fucking way. Shouldn't be that long. Let's see. Rock bottom, good human. Okay. Beta bitch. Standard. Cut that one off. Our favorite no love after 30. That's the meme of the channel. Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Flat out. And that meme apply to this woman too. Most of my memes apply to probably most of these bitches. Dressed up ego. Out of your league. Let's just get it out the way. I kept them on because I want to hear the meme too. I want to laugh with y'all. But fuck it. For the betterment of the stream. This is one of the worst parts of my stream. A lot of bad parts about it. But the echoes on the memes is one of the worst parts of the stream. Y'all deserve better. Oh boy. I guess I could have played the video while I'm doing this so y'all can at least hear it.
I go out. It is edgy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always in all black.
Right, so you like this. The funny thing is, you called up like, how can I show people I'm not my tattoos, and then proceeds to tell us that she's her tattoos. I'm edgy. I cuss out cashiers. I wear all black all the time. Exactly. All the shit we would have predicted just by looking at your tattoos. Like, you can't make this shit up, folks. You literally can't make this crap up.
I do a lot of all black. I will show a little bit. I'm a plus size, but I do have, a nice little in the back and chest or whatever. So I do tend to wear things that show that off.
Okay, so then that's gonna attract that energy. If we're edgy and we wear all black, and let's say we're doing leather and lace, and we have the girls out and showing the bum, that's gonna attract sexual energy from it. I mean, they're already thinking that, covered up or not. But if you're leading with that, that's definitely going to rail them in for that one thing.
Okay. I think I do have a little bit of like
why is that not common sense?
I feel like black is my safe color. I feel like because I have so many tattoos, I don't. Then the crazy part is people think that I'm really like bold and outgoing and like to be the center of attention, and I really don't. I'm a Virgo, so I kind of like to be, solitary. So flashy colors or prints or anything, I've kind of been like, I don't feel comfortable because I feel like already bring
color
enough
would be
attention.
best though. Color, being more conservative, and also, are you working on your weight, Lola?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Like I said, I've lost almost 70 pounds in the last 2 years. So
okay. Let's continue the journey, continue working on your weight. That also attracts different dating options for you. I think wearing brighter colors, although you don't like it, try it for 1 week.
Okay.
Try brighter colors and dressing more conservative for 1 week to see what type of energy and attention you get.
It's not her.
Okay, because if nothing changes, then you're gonna get the same results over and over. So I'm hearing you say you want different, but then you're like, I don't want to wear bright colors. I like my black. I don't want to cover my tattoos. I don't want.
No, but that's why I came up here, because I've been watching you. But I've seen you talk to other women that had tattoos, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna because I got way more than the people I've seen you, and I'm like, she's gonna. And sometimes I feel like maybe I can't be soft because I have so many tattoos. That's just like my own mental thing. I'm like, either way, I still get viewed a certain way.
Well, you can be. There's a lot of girls who have tattoos. For example, the girl who's getting divorced now, Bunny. Okay. She's tatted up fully, and she, I think she has like a soft demeanor about her, from what she shows. Yeah. So just change up your energy. But of course, I would say remove the tattoos. However, that's not something you want to do. So if it's not something you want to do, then I say you have to make the look more girly pop.
Okay.
And you have to work on your energy and not being so triggered when people get to you. Like if someone says something, think before you speak. Okay.
Yeah,
if you gotta tell somebody in their fucking 40s to think before they speak, it's over. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, No, I ain't gonna say 70 pounds in 2 years is pathetic. I ain't gonna say that. I mean, you got you're your own man. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, and you got the right to your opinion. But I'm just addressing your comment. I wouldn't say 70 pounds. I get your concept. 70 pounds in 2 years, fucking pathetic. I don't think it's fucking pathetic. Because I'm on a weight loss journey, and it's a bitch. And men lose weight easier than women. So losing 40 pounds in a year's time, I ain't mad. Because what's that? 40 pounds in a year? What's that? Oh no. So 35 pounds in a year. So that's hold on. I mean, I get it. 3 pounds a month. Shit, it's better than nothing. Going down is, hey, I commend it. You 40 pounds left. So at your beginning of the year doctor's appointment, you was 270, and then at the end of the year doctor's appointment, you 235. Yeah, I ain't knocking it. Yeah, I can't knock that.
Definitely will work on that. And
Oh,
then
that's a good
also,
idea. Someone said pinup vibes. That's the look you should do. Pinup.
okay, I'll
Mm-hmm.
have to look that. I know I've seen pinup, but I've seen more of the sexy pinup type of.
Yeah, like Amy Winehouse. Or
Okay.
what's the other girl? Not Kat Von D. What's the other girl? Is it Dita Von Teese? Is that her name? Dita Von Teese. I think she does the pinup. Yeah.
Kat Von D, that's so funny because I have the stars the way that she does. But yeah, and then my next question would be the conversation, because I lose interest so fast that like it's one and probably.
Ma'am, see, why do these people think ma'am, you don't have any value on a date market? You don't have the luxury to lose interest so fast. Just be by yourself then, baby. People already, you already coming up here talking about people not taking you serious on the date market other than sex, and then you think you got the luxury and leverage to be like, well, yeah, I ain't like this. He was taking me serious, but I ain't like the conversation. Man, they lost. They fucking lost, man.
But outside of that, if all we're doing is eating and seg, cool. Do you have on pajamas, Jocelyn? Jocelyn.
She about to get on her ass. Yeah, goofy. Well, I mean, white women do. This ain't a black woman thing. White women, goofy ass. I was out and about today. Goofy ass white broads. They goofy as fuck with that shit. The pajamas in public and all that. That's that goofy. I would say probably white women do. I mean, I get it. Black women wear bonnets and shit out, but if we just strictly talking about pajamas out in public, yeah, white women the queens. Well, trashy white women. Y'all know the demographic I'm talking about. Well, you know what? I don't even know. I don't even know. Because I'm gonna be honest. I avoid black environments. I'm gonna be real. I'd rather be in white trash environments than be in, trashy black environments. It's less violence in trashy white neighborhoods than in trashy black neighborhoods. So I don't blame anybody for avoiding those spaces. Everybody should avoid those spaces. And if you live in those spaces, you should do everything in your power to get the fuck out of those spaces and get your closest loved ones out of those spaces. If they're willing to do the work to get out of it. But let's continue.
Jocelyn.
Ashley about to eat her ass up, though. I just want to say that. Ashley about to eat her ass up.
You have on pajamas?
Yes, I had to come get me a bottle of water.
Jocelyn.
But
we gotta go food shopping if we don't got a bottle of water in the house.
Give me a sec. Hi.
Hi, beauty. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what brings you up?
Honestly, I started watching you. I've been seeing you here and there, and I see you giving girls advice about just
upgrading their life. So I was like, okay, let me like see what she can say about me. Well, I'm 21. I go to school down south, but I'm in Florida, so that's where my area is with, that down south is a fast life. And then because I'm in college, it's kind of like, don't settle down. I keep telling people keep telling me not to settle down. So it's like, okay, I'm not, but
They're right. 21 is still young.
Oh boy, here we come with the horrible message of 21 is too young to settle down, go live your life, aka go rack up bodies. That's all that's gonna happen. No, explore. That don't mean sex. Shut the fuck. The people, you what are we stupid? Were we born? Yeah, I was born in the morning, but not last morning, or whatever the fuck the saying is. I was born in the day, but not yesterday. However the fuck the saying is. Like that whole message of "oh girl, you young, don't settle down." She's not gonna be nothing she's gonna do while not settling down from 21 to 30 is gonna make her a better woman or wife or mother. So fuck you and all the old bitches who try to sabotage these young women. Likely, Ashley probably isn't married, and if she is married, she's not happy. Cause see, most women don't end up happy, so they're gonna sabotage other women because they want other women to be unhappy too, like them. See, so even if Ashley is married, she's not happy probably.
not to settle down. So it's like, okay, I'm not, but
they're right. 21 is still young. Too young to settle down. Yeah. You should really just be learning yourself, seeing what you like, trying new hairstyles, new dresses, new this, new that, having fun. That's what 21's around. Not sleeping around fun.
I knew she was gonna say that dumbass disclaimer. So okay, so she posted. You think she gonna be celibate from 21 to 29? Shut the fuck up, Ashley. See, that's that retarded girl shit. I like Ashley more than Kendra too, I think. But here's the thing about Kendra. Kendra's, I feel like, would be a little more down to earth if you was just kicking and having wings with her. Like Kendra is probably fun. Ashley is probably bougie to be around. Like when Kendra's not being a bitch, she probably could just be cool to just have some wings with. If you could just like Kendra, don't show up in a full Halloween costume. Can you just tie your hair back, no makeup, and come in the sweatsuit, and let's just kick it and have some wings? In that setting, she might just be cool to kick it with. Tell a couple jokes. Like she I could see her being maybe a cool auntie type or something. She might be cool to have wings with. None of the theatrics, Kendra. Don't get up and start dancing at the bar. Let's just chill, have some wings and sweats. Let's look at the game and just drink and have a quiet conversation. Don't be loud. Then Kendra might be cool. Ashley's too bougie in that sense. Like I don't, I could see myself just hanging out with Kendra for a couple hours at the bar. I don't know if I could see hanging out with Ashley at the bar for a couple hours just dressed down, because she don't believe in dressing down. I feel like Kendra would at least be like, all right, I'm still gonna beat my face, but all right, I come in a sweatsuit. Ashley, no, she ain't going. And Ashley gonna be very particular about which bar you see what I'm saying, which bar we go to and all that. I don't got time to deal with all that shit.
Learning yourself, seeing what you like, trying new hairstyles, new dresses, new this, new that, having fun. That's what 21's around. Not sleeping around fun, but fun.
I've seen a lot of women come on here and talk about what they attract. So honestly, I've been having a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to men, I keep running into liars, and I keep running into people. Like I was about to go on a little hangout date or whatever. We were gonna go to a park and eat ice cream, but I called him. I'm like texting him like, "Where are you?" And he's in the bed asleep, and I'm just like, okay. Like, so that happened. And then another guy, I was sitting in the living room and these girls were banging on the window and doing a lot. And I'm like, no. And I left immediately because
So already, see if she not horrible looking, kind of got big tits. Look, I mean, let's just say she's attractive. Let's just say that. She's a young, attractive woman. Man, these young bitches be having rosters. They ain't talking to one dude. They talk this settle down shit. Everybody telling me not to settle down. You wasn't gonna settle down anyway. Stop the cap. So no, I'm only not settling down because everybody keep telling me, no, you wasn't gonna settle down anyway. If everybody was telling you to settle down, you wasn't gonna settle down. I'm cute. I'm about to have a roster, bitch. Why are you talking to multiple men? See, you're already on whore time. You're already on whore time already. Shit is sick and sad.
I was just over it. Like, I was over it.
Okay, so yeah, that's young. That's just being, I don't know. The guys you're dating are young. They're 21, right? 20?
Yeah, they're around my
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, that's a part of the experience. You know, you have to keep dating at that age.
It's not part of the experience. Most, oh my gosh. See, they're gonna keep going after the same guys. Women love fuck boys. It's a love-hate relationship with fuck boys. They love the good parts of fuck boys and hate the bad parts. They want the best of everything and the worst of nothing. Stop looking for niggas with motion is gonna have bitches knocking on the window. Niggas with motion ain't pressed to be on time for the day. Bitch, I'm still asleep. I get up with you when I get up with you. She know the exact boys to get good treatment from. Ain't no bitches knocking on the window, and he gonna be at the motherfucking park 2 p.m. sharp. Bars. She know the exact guys who ain't still gonna be in the bed if they got a date. When she called, like, you on your way? No, I'm in the bed. She know the exact guys who would have been there early, setting up the fucking the polka dotted fucking blanket. She know the exact guys who would never have bitches knocking on the window. The fact that he got bitches knocking on the window was the reason why you wanted to fuck with him in the first place. Can we dive in on that? Ding bat.
Okay.
And they're going to lie, and there's going to be another girl. Yeah, someone said they're a little dumb. They are at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you shouldn't really be thinking in your mind like, oh my gosh, where's my husband? I don't think at 21, no.
No.
Absolutely not. But you should be having fun.
Okay.
Like, relax. He don't text back, next. There's
Okay.
another one. That's the beauty about 21. There's another one, there's another one, there's another one. Get out of your
Exactly. Don't settle down until there isn't other ones. AKA, I'm a low value, fat, washed up, run down, hit the wall smash woman. Now settle down. Men have caught on. The jig is up, bitches. The jigs is up. We know how you bitches getting down. The jig is up. How Drake say? Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Know how you bitches getting down. The jig is up. Like, yeah, men aren't going for that no more, baby. That's what she don't get.
head is what I'm saying.
Okay. So how do you feel about like someone my age dating someone that's like almost 14 years older than me? So,
So 34, 35?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna run circles around you.
Okay.
Yeah, that means he's going to be smarter than you because you know he's lived a long life, so he can just see your blind spots.
Okay. Okay.
Are you dating someone 34 right now?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I was dating somebody, but
And are we intimate with this person?
yeah. No.
Who's the dummy now, Ashley? Oh, they dumb when they that young. Who's the dumb bitch now?
And I'm sure that's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe he's feeding me lies. I don't know, but like he doesn't give me any red flags. I'm seeing in the comments red flags, but he doesn't give me any. Like,
So outside of intimacy, and seg. What else? Because that's not even your boyfriend. You're not even telling me you're monogamous with him.
Well, we are. We are.
There's no way. You know why I'm saying there's no way? Because you told me about 2 other guys when you
Yeah.
started the live.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. So from him, I usually I don't have to ask for much. Usually he'll like just give it to me, even like I'm telling him my problems or whatever. He'll help me out. He'll give me advice. He's very uplifting. So
Okay, so here's my thing. The beauty about being 21 is you shouldn't even have to lay down with him.
Okay.
Okay? So moving forward, that comes to a complete halt. No more of that.
Okay.
Okay? No more of that. And I'm sure outside of a text and a phone call, he's not really doing much of anything.
Okay.
I'm certain he's not. Okay? So no more intimacy. You don't do that anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
No more of that.
Does anybody think that she's gonna take heed to this? If she cut off the pussy, he's gone. These bitches' head is gone.
And at 21, you could say, oh, I haven't done those things. I'm not comfortable. You can use that at that age.
Okay.
And it's believable. But at 34, he's trying to use the cookie down. Okay. And then he wants to go about his merry way and go back to the chick he's in a relationship with, or his baby mama, whatever the other girls or 5 girls he's with.
Okay, so how would I end it? Like, how would I go about just cutting it off?
Yeah, just cut it off. That's it. Block and delete.
Okay.
And I'm only saying that because although I don't even think you should be doing that, and I hope all my 21-year-old girls and 19-year-old girls are on birth control, you're protecting yourself, and you're looking at my charts. Okay? Because I'm going to say that too, because I know you guys are going to do what you want. So I hope you're on birth control, or you're protecting yourself and you're looking at his my chart, or you guys are going to the clinic together to get tested.
Yes.
So that's very important. Okay, so I want to say that too before I move forward. But outside of that, if all we're doing is eating and seg, that's not a relationship.
Okay.
That's a booty call. And you're too young, too cute, too smart to be that. But I'll give you grace because you're young. You don't know better. Right? So I'm giving you grace. Don't mind the comments. We were all young and dumb at one point in time. Okay? But no more of that. No more of just doing that, this, that, and the third. Yes, work on your standards.
Okay.
Okay?
I can do that.
All right, Kels. Well, keep us updated, okay?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Bye-bye. Yes, all my young ladies, just be careful. Be careful. So all the young girls and the older girls, child. Young and old. Be careful and protect yourself. Especially to the younger ladies, because sometimes you think you're the only girl in your mind when you're that young. You think you're the only one, and he's sleeping with you and he's sleeping with someone else. So please just protect yourself. Whatever decision you make, even if you don't cut him off, please protect yourself. That's very important in 2026. Please do that. And it's pointless to just be laying up with a man and all he ever do is call you and say, babe, I'm coming over, or babe, come over. If that's all he's doing, babe, come over, or babe, I'm coming over, and there's nothing else, unless that's what you signed up for. Unless that's what you signed up for. Unless you're like, oh, whatever. Unless that's what you signed. If you didn't sign up for that, absolutely not. And that doesn't only go to her, because I know the baddest are in her position. So don't think it's just young girls. No, the baddest are in her position right now. The baddest. So it's not just young. The baddest.
trying to see like, okay, you can see me.
Yes, welcome in, Jocelyn. Welcome in.
I sent this request when I was getting ready, but actually, I don't know if you remember, I came up here and I was pregnant.
Oh, you was? Did you have the baby? Congrats.
The baby.
Okay, wait. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What's the update? Do you have an update?
Yes. Okay, I was big then, so I really just want you to tell me like what style to get into because I don't know anymore since I had the baby. So I'll show you. I'm just at the gas station. I can't get me a pizza, but I'll show you like my body and stuff.
Okay.
If it's gonna fit up.
Do you have on pajamas, Jocelyn?
Yes, I'm at the gas.
Jocelyn, you have on pajamas?
Yes, I had to go get me a bottle of water.
Jocelyn.
But
we gotta go food shopping if we don't got a bottle of water in the house.
We do for real.
Yeah, we got to go food shopping tomorrow.
Let me stop reading the comments. But we do. But actually, what I need is like to know what style to get back into. Like, and I know style like before I had my child.
Okay, but you can wear anything. You're so small. You can wear anything.
And I don't feel like it. Like before I had my baby, I felt like that. Like
yeah, but you literally can wear anything because of your size. So dresses, trousers and blouses, like you should be living in that.
I can't get into it no more. Like nothing.
Why? Why are you not motivated? Why?
I don't know. It's like ever since I had the baby, my baby's 6 months for reference. It's like I don't have no spark. Like, and I had spark. Like I was going outside. I was outside.
Well, do you have help? Do you have help?
Yes, I don't have my baby tonight. I'm just at home.
So why not go out?
Because that's why. Like, and then I be in my head a lot. Like, cause like people haven't really seen me since I had the baby. So like I'm always in my head.
Okay, so why not go out tonight? If you don't have the baby tonight, go out.
You can hear me, Ashley? Cause they saying it's muffled.
Okay, come back, come back. It is a little muffled. Come back.
Okay.
All right. To all the new moms, if you have a day off from baby, I say get out if you can. Get out. Get out the house if you can. If you have some time, get out the house. Get out the house. No, she said I told her to come back, you guys.
So what was the topic?
You said
again?
Yeah. I want to go over to Rumble to do a Kendra. I think we might. I thought I would have more people over on Rumble. But anyway, I think we might. I don't know for sure. Because I kind of want to see what this Ant CEO video is talking about. So I'm going to drop the Rumble link. I think we're going to go over there to do a Kendra. Either way, let's see what Ant CEO was talking about real quick. Can somebody donate $1 to my Cash App? Cash App is pinned to the top of the chat, also in the description. I'm looking to meet a $1 Cash App donation. Let's see what this one's talking about real quick.
You said I'm playing both sides. I don't. What do you mean?
It's like, okay, my thing is like a woman should have like standards and stuff like that when dating. Like,
Who said she can't have standard? Who said a woman can't have standard?
Yeah, but like when you said, what was the thing you said about like guys and stuff like that? Like when they're pursuing.
I said things that men
Wow,
look
like
for.
the whole, what do you bring to the table? I've experienced guys being like really aggressive with that, like straight out of. So what do you bring to the table? Like, damn. Like,
So dudes, so in a normal conversation,
and then here's my thing.
Hold on. So in a normal conversation, guys just screaming the question, what do you bring to the table? They just start screaming it like you just did. That's what they do. So y'all just like, oh yeah, how you doing? What's your name? Where you from? Okay. What do you bring to the table? That's you telling me guys are doing it.
I mean, they're really aggressive about
But
it.
answer
like,
the no. Answer the question because I'm going off of the way that you caricatured.
It is
how they
like
do
it
it.
is okay.
So
Maybe
they
not
start screaming out of nowhere.
yelling. Maybe not yelling, but it is a very aggressive energy behind it.
How
And
is
it's
it an
like,
aggressive energy? Because what I noticed, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I doubt the energy was aggressive at all. What I think happens is you don't like the question, so you already
it's like a hyper focus on that. It's and here's the
okay.
thing. It's
Listen
like
to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Because I'm
yeah.
trying to get you to understand. That question is only a bad question because you don't like the question. Because I can tell because when you just caricatured the way that the man asked the question and he doesn't even do it that way, you said it's the energy behind it. He's not yelling. But then when you gave the example of the caricature, you yelled. So I don't think that the question is anything in the bad faith at all. Listen to me. You have to be quiet. Listen to me. You're not having positive outcomes in the dating market. And the reason why is because you don't listen. So I need you to be quiet because I'm trying to help you. You don't understand men. And I'm trying to get you to understand so you can understand where it comes from, why they ask these questions, and you know how you can have more positive outcomes. So just be quiet.
That's just pussy and headache. That's what a young bitch in 2026 offer a man. Most of them. Pussy and headache. A depreciating liability. And yeah, I get it. I have my own definition of what a depreciating liability is. My definition of a depreciating liability is the bitch was a liability from the start, and it's only getting worse, not better. That's why women get defensive when a man asks, "What do you bring to the table?" Because she knows she don't bring shit but pussy and headache, and entitlement, and demands, and misery. That's why they get defensive. That's why it's such an offensive question to these demons.
You don't offer nothing here of other than an orgasm. That's about all you offer me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant headache, nightmare, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit that after the orgasm, there's not much benefit really to keep a one woman around too long.
The man asks the question and he doesn't even do it that way. You said it's the energy behind it. He's not yelling. But then when you gave the example of the caricature, you yelled. So I don't think that the question is anything in the bad faith at all. Listen to me. You have to be quiet. Listen to me. You're not having positive outcomes in the dating market. And the reason why is because you don't listen. So I need you to be quiet because I'm trying to help you. You don't understand men. And I'm trying to get you to understand so you can understand where it comes from, why they ask these questions, and you know how you can have more positive outcomes. So just be quiet and calm down. I'm going to unmute you. I don't want to have to mute you, but just relax. So, as I was saying, I think personally, you just don't like the question because you don't have an answer to the question. So when you say that the question is aggressive, I highly doubt that the question is aggressive. I'm sure it's a normal question, just like everything else. Oh, where are you from? Okay, how long you live there? Oh, did you move? That's it's a normal question, the same way someone would ask that. Oh, so I would want to ask you, like, what do you think you feel like you bring to the table in a relationship? Because I think that's an important concept that I want to know. You take it as aggression because you don't have an answer and you don't like it because there's a social construct around that question, because that's something that we talk about a lot on the internet. So we see it on the internet. It's like, oh, you how you gonna ask that question? But I don't even think you understand what men mean when they ask that question. So I want to ask you the question: do you know what men mean when they ask, "What do you bring to the table"?
Okay, I'll break it down into two parts.
Go
I
ahead.
do, first of all, I totally do understand like what they mean when they ask that question. I comprehend it.
Can you tell
right?
us? Can you tell us?
I mean, it okay. It means just overall, what do you bring to the table? What comes with you?
Yeah, duh. I'm speaking specifically. Can you tell us what men specifically mean when we say what do you bring to the
No,
table? Because
and
what
here's the
women
thing. That's the
what
thing. That's what I'm getting
what
to.
women say
For
and what men
different
say
men,
is different.
they could be seeking different
There's a general
things. They could be
consensus.
waiting for
Okay,
different
okay,
answers from you.
okay. There's a general consensus. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. There's a general consensus of what men mean when they ask that question.
What do you mean a general consensus?
You don't know what general consensus means?
I mean, you mean like a general answer that they're seeking, that they're wanting to hear?
Yes,
Like,
there's a
yeah,
general there's a general
come on.
agreement, right?
We
So
all know it. I mean, obviously, yeah, I get what you mean.
right, but there
Let's break that down for a second. Oh, the general answer that every man wants to hear: I can cook, I can clean. I don't want to hear that retarded shit. Yeah, so can every other able-bodied human being. I can cook, I can clean. The fact that that's women's holy grail achievement in a relationship is fucking sickening. So cook and clean for their family in the house they live in is their fucking, that's their magic trick. I can crack my legs a couple times a month and cook and clean. That's nothing. That's less than bare minimum. But okay, let me stop clowning it. Because men don't want much. I still find it funny that that's all they could offer if we did want more. But anyway, men don't want much. We'll just take that. But the fact that they even try to fight doing that makes it even more pathetic. But honestly, we'll take that. Just be a nice person, cook and clean, and just, yeah, be nice to me and fuck me, a few times a week. The bar's in hell and women still can't do it. That shows how pathetic they are as creatures. Romantically, at least.
there's a general there's a general agreement, right?
We
So
all know it. I mean, obviously, yeah, I get what you mean.
right, but there's a distinction when women ask that question and when men do it. So when women do it, there's a general consensus of what women the answer that most women are looking for. The same way there's a general consensus when men ask it and the answer that they're looking for. The point that I'm trying to get you to understand is I think that you don't like the question because you don't understand exactly what that consensus is, and it is a question that you don't have an answer to. So instead of you actually listening to it and trying to understand what the question means, you just say, "Oh, I heard. How dare you ask that question?" and you get angry at it and say they're being aggressive.
No, it's not that. Here's my thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. My way of getting to know somebody is, I guess it just comes down to my preferred like flow of getting to know somebody. Somebody can sit there and tell you what they can tell you exactly what you want to hear. I've experienced I've literally been in those shoes. Oh, what do you bring to the table? What can I expect from, a relationship with you or whatever? They'll tell you what you want to hear, and you over time, it ain't that.
Yeah, sure.
It ain't that.
But that has
They
nothing.
just, you know what I'm saying?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Yeah, sure. People do that all day, but regardless of the fact, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about the question. Literally,
But that's
what
what
you
I'm
just
telling
said.
you. But that's what I'm telling you. Anyone can tell you anything. You still have to go through the motions to see if they're really about
Okay,
that.
so by that
You
logic, if I was
literally
dealing with
do.
by that logic, if I was dealing with you and I told you I was born a woman, I can tell you anything, right? Would you
If
still
that's what you decided to communicate.
would you still try to get to know me to see if I was actually born a woman and I have a vagina?
If that's not what I'm into,
So then that
you're
destroys
done.
your so then that debunks your point because you still know that what people say matters.
I
Regardless of
just
what
like
that's
yes, but I just like it. Just I've experienced is
I can't listen to this dingbat anymore. Um, I'll let her play while I pull up the Kendra G video we're about to go over on Rumble. You don't have to sign up to Rumble to watch it. All you gotta do is click the link and watch it. Let me change the title.
it's like a it It is a general answer that men want to hear.
Okay, do you
And
know
here's
what it
my
is?
thing.
Do you know what it
Listen,
is? No, no, no. Do you know what it is? Because you still
No,
have
they
not
want
told us. Do you know what it is? When men
Okay.
say, what do you bring to the table? Do you know what the general consensus answer that they're looking for? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, they want someone who brings. I want somebody who brings me peace. I want a woman who about her business. I want a woman who's not in the streets. That's what they say.
That's hold on. So the guys that you talk to say they want a man, they want a woman that's not in the streets.
Yeah, because it is. I always hear trauma stories of my ex did this, and it is an emphasis
Let me
on
ask
that,
you a
which I
question, Kay.
understand.
Let me
Because
ask
who
you a
wants that?
question.
You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
ask you a question, Kay. How many men have done this? Just give me a number. How many men have you had this? How many men have done this?
Horror stories like
How many?
like
I
at
didn't
least
say what you heard. Answer the question. Listen.
like 4 or 5 times I've heard it back to back. I'm like, dang,
Okay,
what is
so
going on out here? No, let me. But I do have
calm
to tell you this.
down. How old are you, first of all?
35.
You are way too old to be acting how you acting. I couldn't even imagine having a conversation. You are too damn old to act and talk like this. You act like a
But I've
child.
been out the dating loop. I've been out the dating
That
loop.
has nothing.
I thought she was 21. I'm serious. The voice, how she acting, being immature. I really thought she was 21. Arrested Development, folks. Look, I'm just gonna say it flat out. Black women aren't worth dating, or they're not worth dealing with in any serious way other than having fun with them. If you're into that type of thing. With all the information that's available to black men in America, look, at this point, you just dumb as fuck. If you take black women serious romantically, you dumb as fuck in 2026. I'm sorry. Unless you just find one of them unicorns, okay, fine. But if not, bro, I don't know what to say. I don't.
I'm for the streets because I've moved on from relationships. I'm not wife material because I've had sex with men.
There's not enough to be a good human, to be worth hanging out with, to exist with. You have to pay attention to the dumb shit that bitches will look you dead in the fucking face and tell you. And I'll admit, sometimes it can be difficult because yeah, they can be pretty, or just like that woman energy can get you just like not thinking right. But you have to listen to words, dude.
Everyone, welcome.
All right, I'm off to Rumble. I'm off to Rumble. I'll holler at y'all over on Rumble. You don't gotta sign up to watch. Just click the link and watch. I dropped it a little bit over a minute ago or two. I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip. Come follow me over on Rumble. I almost hit the wrong button. All right. Be out.